Hey guys, welcome to Your Best Interviews. My name is Eric Smith. Thank you so much for spending the time here with me. I know there's a lot of places you can go, so I do appreciate you being here. Before I jump into this video, check out below all the descriptions. I've got a ton of videos linked that are super helpful. I've got a ton of free resources that help you prepare for interviews that are coming up. And I've got an entire course library. I've got 3 different courses right now, and that's growing. That can help you in all the areas that you need. So check all of that out. But today what I want to talk about is, should you change your job? So I get this question a lot when I'm working with students. They tell me they're unhappy, they want to make a change, and so they come to me and ask, should I change my job, or I think I want to apply to a different job. What I would encourage you to do before you actually make that move to quit your job and change jobs is just take a step back, right? Take a step back from the situation and really start to evaluate it. Is it the job itself that's making you feel stuck? Is it the work itself? Or maybe it's your manager. Maybe it's the company and the culture within the company. There's a lot of different things that can make you feel stuck. Maybe it's compensation too. That's a huge one. Why people want to leave their job is they feel stuck. They feel like they're not making as much money, and that's okay. But you need to take stock of what these things are for you. Why do you want a different job? And are there things at your current job that maybe you could make a change and stay where you're at, right? The easiest route is to stay where you're at, but make a change in your current situation. So if you're not happy with the work that you're doing, or maybe you want to grow in a different area, are there internal mobility opportunities within your current company? Can you switch jobs maybe to a completely different focus, different industry, or not industry, but different function within the business? Right? That's different than what you're doing, but that gives you experience in a different area. Is that a possibility? Are there areas within the business that allow you to earn more money that maybe would be outside your comfort zone if you made that shift? Can you make that shift? And maybe if it's a manager situation, are there other teams that you could go to? Are there other roles that you could be applying to stay at that same company that maybe you like, but just get away from your current situation? These are all things that you should be asking yourself and really taking stock of before going out and switching jobs. The other thing I would encourage you to do is, before you just make a decision to say, this isn't serving me, I need to leave my job, start actually getting some irons in the fire before you leave. I'm a proponent of, you should have your next job already secured before you leave your current job. The reason for that is you just don't know. It could take a couple of months. And if you don't have the savings backed up to make sure that you're comfortable for those couple of months, it can be really stressful, or it could force you into a job, the next job, that also isn't going to serve you and set you up for failure. And so if you're hitting that point where you're like, I need to change jobs, go through your progressions of your current job. Can you change your current situation and stay where you're at? Maybe you like your company, right? But you just need more money, or you need a different boss, or you need a different challenge. See if you can find all of that in your current job if you like your company. If you don't, now is the time to really start the process of updating your resume, start getting out there, start applying to jobs, see what jobs are out there, research the salary before you start applying, just to see, is it in line with where you're at, where you want to be, and then start actually applying. Put your resume in resume databases, start getting some interest generated, and then actually start going through those processes. And once you start getting offers coming in, then is the time where you can really start to evaluate if you want to stay where you're currently at or make a change. And then when it comes time to actually leaving your job, make sure you have an offer in hand. So if you have a couple of interviews that are going well, that's also not the time to leave your job. Make sure you have an offer in hand that you've accepted before you go to your employer and let them know that you are going to leave and take a different opportunity. And then if you're going to leave the right way. I've got a couple videos on that, but make sure that you're leaving the right way, because you just don't know. Everyone knows everybody. It's a small world in the working world, and especially within the same industry. And so make sure you're leaving the right way. You're telling your employer, you're giving them notice, and that you're leaving in a positive way, even if the relationship with that current company is not a positive one. You always want to make sure that you're leaving the door open for yourself. So couple things to think about before leaving your job. Again, go through your progressions with your current role. Can you change your situation? Can you change your financial situation by staying at your current company? And if you can't, then start all those activities to actually make that change and start the interview process, get an accepted offer before you leave. But don't feel like you need to stay. If it's the company, if it's the culture, if you need to make a change, make a change. You're not a tree. You can uproot. You can change your life, your job, because so much of our mentality is linked to the job that we're in. So don't feel like you're stuck if it's not serving you. So guys, hopefully this was helpful. I know this is a little bit all over the place, but I just wanted to shoot a video because I've talked to so many people about this. And it's just different ways to think about leaving your job, changing your current situation. You absolutely can do those things, but you would be surprised if you like your company, how many opportunities there are for you to stay if you just think outside the box. So start there. And then if, it's truly the company, then actually start going through those steps that are going to get you to a different job before quitting. Good luck, guys.